limited time only. Today's episode is brought to you by Ghost Bed. I'm telling you right now, you think your mattress is good. It's not. You got to get a Ghost Bed. A great night's sleep is important for anybody, not just comedians. Ghost Bed makes a premium mattress at an affordable price, all designed for cooler and more comfortable sleep. You have to get one of these beds. I have one. They're magical. All right, take advantage of a free and fast shipping. I'll say that again. It's free and fast. Their 101-night mattress sleep trial, you can return it. And financing starting at just $35 a month. You get a brand new mattress. You heard me. $35 a month. You can get a brand new mattress. That's crazy. $35 a month? Come on, get on it. And listeners can get 40% off all products site-wide. You get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories, or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD or 40% off site-wide, limited time only. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially when you're always growing and you're changing. And BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take the journey of self-discovery wherever you are. Think about it, right? You can start the therapist. You can do it anywhere. It's entirely online, which is awesome. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suitable to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime you want with no additional charge. If you don't like them, go find somebody you do, because not every therapist is the same, just like not every doctor's the same. Sometimes you got to switch things up, and it's no additional charge. Do me a favor. All right, discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/dude today. Get 10% off your first month. All right. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started a social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all. YKWD. This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry. It's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. What's up, everybody? How are we? Are we good? Well, it's good to be back. Sorry about last week's episode, live from Moon Tower. We were mushed in every fucking possible way. It was a perfect setup. But things happen, and the show was fucked up. Some of you left Patreon. Some of you had to let me know why you were leaving Patreon, because you're a fucking sissy. I'm leaving because, shut up, just go. You don't have to tell me. I'm a grown man. I fully agree with you. I understand. If you left because the video was a little fucked up, one episode out of 7 million, I get it. You had to go. But if you hung in there, thank you so much. The audio was fixed. We did the best we could. The camera got knocked over by Mush, I think his belly. And it cost me $1,200 for Justin Silva's brand new camcorder. And whatever. It is what it is. But it was a good episode. Hope you listened to it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here. Patreon. If you're watching free on YouTube, make sure you hit that little button right there. Oh, maybe it's over here. Anyway, subscribe, you son of a bitch. Leave a comment, and then suck yourself off. Thanks for being here. I hope, is that going to get me demonetized? Who knows what the rules are anymore? Nobody knows. I don't. I've been doing this longer than anybody, and I'm still in a 3-bedroom ranch in Westchester. But my guest who's here today isn't. He has homes all over the country. Why? Because he's really good at this. He's really good at talking. He's interesting. He's knowledgeable. He's funny. And I knew he was one of the motherfuckers when I first laid eyes on him. I wanted him to fucking do it, and I took him under my wing. And like Kevin Hart did to Keith Robinson, he ripped that wing off and flew to Joe Rogan's house.
I remember when I said to you, I said, Joe Rogan thinks I should move to L.A. You go, if Joe Rogan told me to move to L.A., I would leave my wife and my kid.
100%. Now. If he told me to move to L.A. now, not even Austin. Yeah, I want you to go to L.A. and
You go, if Joe Rogan told me to move, he goes, I would kiss Dawn goodbye. And I say, I love you, Max. I'll see you next month.
yeah, see you later. See you later with a big fat paycheck. I would. I mean, here's the deal. Because we've been talking. You went to L.A.
I did.
because of Rogan?
Oh, yeah. Well, because like the scene was there and Rogan said to me, he's like, you would do well here. Sometimes you just need somebody to go, you would do well here.
Yeah.
You know? And he said, I think you would do well here. Because I didn't know if I would or not. It's weird. It's a different place. And I tried it out and it was good. And, you know, he was like, he helped out a lot.
Can I tell you my...
But I helped him more than he helped me, probably.
100%. No, can I give you
It's a
my
joke.
advice?
I don't know who can get jokes anymore. I have no idea.
Can I give you my advice?
Yes.
You'll do any good anywhere.
Well, that's sweet of you.
Thank you.
That's sweet of you to say.
I think if you moved to New Hampshire, Nashua, New Hampshire, you'd rock.
I would join a white nationalist group if I lived
go.
in. I mean, if I lived in New Hampshire with a lot of what I say, it would be a real issue.
An issue, but you get a lot.
Any photo of me in the woods, I go, take it down. I'm like, take it down. Even if it's like North Carolina woods next to a comedy club, I go, just rip it.
Even if you're holding a little Shih Tzu and you're licking a lollipop.
Yeah, I could be sucking a dick. I still go, take it down. Looks Nazi-ish.
Take it
down.
Well, Rogan told you to go to LA, but Rogan told a bunch of people to do stuff, and it worked out.
Yeah, he's right about a lot of stuff.
He created a scene in LA that was not there.
That's right.
And they tried to take him out with the Carlos thing. They canceled him.
Right.
He was one of the first people canceled.
First people.
They can't. His agent, man, everybody.
Yeah.
Even the store told him to go fuck.
Can you do a photo from up top, please? Just to kind of thank you. He's doing good, but I'm not. So I had a lunch today that was an issue. So
Good, I'll hang it from the ceiling.
just
I got straps.
give me a drone shot.
Yeah, can you get on a
Please.
chair, you thin cocksucker with autism?
I hate when someone goes to take like the comedy club photos. They're like going from under. I go, what are you doing?
Oh,
you're making it worse.
They squat down.
I know, it's crazy.
Go up on a balcony. Hang from a fucking tree, you piece of shit.
I don't understand that they like crunch down, they squat down, they put it up. I'm like, dude, who wants that? What's that selling?
But it's also on the side.
Yeah, it's
which
weird.
is hilarious.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's on your neck, and they wait till you turn half.
Yeah.
And it's just a fold.
It's a profile photo of just your gut, and then somebody goes, "Oh, that's what I'm going tomorrow for that."
I hate it.
I know.
I hate it.
So-
And they don't. They're like, what?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. You
Because
fucking.
not
hipster.
everyone looks like Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah, not everybody has fucking abs
Yeah.
and anchor tattoos with parakeets.
Not everybody can do from any angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I still get nervous about it.
Well, you look phenomenal now.
Thank you, buddy. I
Yes.
appreciate it. But
Yeah.
and I'm getting really sick of it.
Can I just have a water? Oh, it's here.
Right there, buddy.
I'm
We
sorry.
say we're not. What do you think we're a
I
fucking?
had no
the
idea.
first podcast on the East Coast.
I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Well, you know how I roll. We have water.
We got
was-
Poland.
First podcast to have water for guests. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
That's
First
crazy.
podcast to have water. And you know what we did? We stuck with water.
Yes. we didn't upgrade.
We didn't upgrade at
The
all.
studio looks so different.
It looks like we're in flux.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be walking to the old Reich. I don't know why I thought that, but I was
No.
like, oh, I'm walking to the old Reich. And then I walked in here. I'm like, oh, this is not.
We're doing a whole new thing. They bought the McDonald's around the corner.
I heard that.
They bought 7.3 mil. They bought the World Star McDonald's.
Dude, that's crazy.
They're building.
They should have just kept it and had comics do sets in it while people beat each other and then just live stream that 24/7 and made a lot of money.
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Lots.
Just comics getting attacked.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck was that? Hey guys, you can laugh. You can
No idea
stop
what's
holding it
going
in
on.
like fucking Japanese women. Yeah,
So
you can.
strange.
It makes us. You understand? We're comedians. It makes us feel good when we hear people.
I wish
laugh.
people could see the producers. It's just Korean women, tiny Korean women that Bobby is now employing.
I mean, my crew is just nuts.
They look fun, though.
They are fun,
look
especially if you give them pennies and lollipops.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love the game Jacks.
Yeah. So the McDonald's becomes another club. Amazing.
It's not becoming it's coming to a theater.
Ooh.
Almost like, and I want to get to this too because we have a lot to talk about with that. Joe Rogan's Club in
Austin.
It's going
Well,
to be
it's kind
like
of my
that.
club. I loaned him the money to.
You did.
I loaned him the money.
I heard that rumor. I didn't think it was true.
I don't like to talk about it, but I just bring it up a little bit.
You're so humble.
I loaned him the money. He called me and he said, "Hey, Mom, I need the money, Mom," and I gave it to him.
Your impression is, I don't even think it's close, right?
It is, man.
Is he fucking?
It is, man. No, it's
Is he
not.
Bane?
It's not, but it kind of is, but it's not. It's a bad impression.
I'm in the darkness.
It's like chewing, but it's not, Mom.
I was
Man. It's weird, man.
born in the darkness.
That's great. It's a good
Welcome
band.
to my club.
So what are they going to do with the theater? Just have people do theater shows?
They're gonna do. I know it's gonna be run like this.
That's awesome.
And if people want to do a show, they could probably do it. But he's just
Yeah.
gonna run it. So he'll have that as the 200 something seater theater. Beautiful, redoing the whole
Amazing.
thing from the ground up. Owns the building.
Yeah.
Smart. And then his Village Underground. The other four clubs.
That's awesome.
It's got to be great. But and I'm glad he did it because it's great to have a brand new Comedy Cellar.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the other ones are great, but they were something else and became a club.
For sure.
Which is fantastic. I love the Pussycat. You play the Pussycat?
I don't do any of them.
Dude, you got to do the Pussycat.
I don't do any of them.
You should get one. You should get a night at the Pussycat.
The Pussycat.
Just come in. Yeah,
I know.
It's so loud. It's like a Moroccan themed lounge.
It looks fun. I just don't live here, so
It's
I
my
don't.
favorite. It's my favorite club in the city.
Okay.
The Cellar's awesome. It's just
It's amazing. It's
the
legendary.
best. But the Pussycat is awesome.
I like the Pussy. I've been in the Pussycat. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah. I love the VU. It's cool, but the Pussycat's my joint. Got that little balcony up top,
Right.
which is weird. Usually just a bunch of stupid kids
Yeah.
up there. And it fills up with the world.
Yeah.
The world goes there. Like
That's
tonight
awesome.
there was 2 gay Dominican dudes,
Awesome.
young little couple, then there was 3 German guys,
Yeah.
and then some lady from Kentucky. And then a fucking huge guy from Switzerland with his
Well, at
Jersey
Mothership,
wife.
we'll have like gay Nazis with the haircuts, and they're just like, we are gay Nazis.
Yeah, it's nothing better
Fuck
than
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Nihilists. But you moved to LA
Yeah.
under the tutelage of Joe Rogan,
And,
and it panned out.
it worked. It worked out.
It worked for you. It worked for everybody. Everybody kind of popped out. You and of course, all things comedy had some shit, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of people just doing stuff and podcasting and doing stand up, and it felt good. It was. I think I left it to 2018. I was hanging out there a lot, and then 2019 I moved, and then 2020 was a pandemic.
And then you went to Austin.
Then I went to Austin.
Now, did Rogan tell you to go to Austin?
Well, yeah, he said he was opening a club. It took a lot longer. Than,
I heard he forced you. I heard
Well,
he had
he had a
photos.
gun.
He had a gun,
Um,
and he said, if you don't go to Austin,
He's like, hey, Mom, if you stay in LA, Mom, I don't know what's going to happen, man. I don't know what's going to happen, man. No, he said, I'm going to open a club, and it took a little bit, but I moved there. I didn't vibe with the city. Everyone knows that. I've been very public about that. I love Joe. I love the club. I spend more time there now because there's a club, and there's certain things about the city I like more now, but I'm a cunt from New York
Yep.
who just, holds everything to the standard in New York, which is hard.
especially in Austin.
It's tough.
It's tough. I went out there, I don't know when it was, maybe a year and a half ago or something like that. And you were a little impatient because the club wasn't opening.
Yes.
And it was like, is this happening? I guess he had
Yes.
one spot. It didn't work out. He got
He
another-
always does it, and he wanted to do it right. It took longer to do it right, but ended up being much better. I was like, rush it, just open up anything. But he, of course, stayed the course,
Yeah.
and he did the right way. He did the right thing.
And then you were a little nervous when we were out there. Like, I don't know if it's going to open. I'm gonna
Yeah,
stay
I was like,
here.
I didn't know what's going to happen.
And your big gripe was there's no food.
Well, it's not even that there's no food. It's just that it's all barbecue. It's all Mexican stuff, which is fine. You can't get seafood. You can't get fish. You can't really get sushi. And the city's not a city that I particularly enjoy.
Well, I have a theory that
Yeah.
all the scooters,
Yeah.
all the new scooters they have there are actually homeless people. They turn homeless people into the scooters.
It's very possible.
Because
And I don't hate it
you
anymore.
see the scooters late at night, they're lying down
Yeah.
on the ground like homeless people.
That's what they do.
I think they were homeless people. They turned into a scooter.
Well,
and
it's
then
downtown's
Mexicans
rough.
come and
There's
pick
a lot
them
of
up.
homeless people, and I know everyone's like, "Well, LA is bad." It's like, yeah, sure, LA is bad, but Austin's not great either. There's a lot of homeless people, a lot of problems.
Dude, Austin is after a certain night.
It's
it-
the
no
witching
joke.
hour.
It's no joke.
It's no joke.
It's no joke. And people, they won't, like Joe List was talking about this on YKWD last week. They won't acknowledge it.
No, they ignore it.
They're like, what are you talking about? I don't know. the gang on the corner had to walk
'Cause
through.
it's so people in that city. This is another reason it was. I kind of like everyone. I've grown up in New York my whole life. If you said to a New Yorker, New York sucks, they'd be like, yeah, and let me tell you 10 reasons why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nobody was ever like, and this was the greatest city in the world, but everyone's always shitting on it. When I got to LA, everyone was always shitting on LA. You get to Austin, it almost feels like you're in a cult where everyone has to love it and be positive all the time.
Yes.
And it's not what I'm about. And they're like, well, you know, the homeless aren't that bad. I'm like, you're bleeding from one of them stabbing you. They're like, well, it's a flesh wound. It's like they're in a cult. They refuse to acknowledge any reality that contradicts their point of view.
Like, yeah, like me and Joe were talking about, they won't. It's like, no, they'd be like, oh, this place is fucked up. What do you mean? I don't know.
Because they're so invested in this idea of what it is. And I do think that there's merit, because the whole Austin thing, and outside of Joe's club, which is great, and forget that for a minute. Just let's talk about the move to places like Austin. They are because, correctly, the governments of New York and LA have lost their fucking minds. So the governments of New York and LA have lost their fucking minds. They're taxing people insane amounts of money, and then things are getting worse. Crime is worse. Homelessness is worse. The cities are shittier. They look worse. They smell worse. There's trash everywhere. There's fucking lunatics in Portland running around with knives. San Francisco's a dope den. People are going, fuck this shit. And they're getting out of those cities, and they're right, because the governments have lost their mind. They're not wrong about any of that.
Right.
But what they're wrong about is that some of those conditions aren't also happening in the places they're going to,
Austin.
like Austin.
Austin is being one of them because those people who left those places went there and have the
And
same.
a lot of them were there. You know, Austin was never like some right-wing place. It was always a fucking left-wing place, which is good for a lot of things. But when it comes to
it used to be a little more Key West.
yes, now it's you know, Key Bump.
It's a little fucking. It would, but I'll tell you this: the club I went to Moon Tower last week, and I mean the Moon Tower was great. There's so many comedy clubs there, so many places to do.
So
comedy.
many.
But I stopped into Comedy Mothership.
Yeah.
And it's everything they say it is.
It is. He did it absolutely 100% the right way.
It's almost you're in there like what it's almost like a movie.
It was
comedy
designed by a comic who's been doing comedy in all of these different venues for so long, and he knew exactly what to do.
club. He really did.
And Louis helped too, because Louis gave him some pointers, but Joe had a lot of the ideas, and you know,
I helped him too. I actually gave him a couple pointers that he
that's
took.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't get into it, but a few
Yeah.
of those things are my idea.
Okay. Hey, good.
I'm just gonna throw that rumor out
For sure.
No, I walked in and I didn't know what to expect. It was everything. First of all, the people up front are awesome. The
Yes.
security, and they're not assholes.
No.
They're like, hey, got you, man. Like they saw me, kind of knew I was a
They
comedian.
all do their job. It's important to have security in a place like that. 6th Street's wild.
Wild.
You can't just have people walking in that don't belong there.
No, you can't just have a hipster chick with tattoos on her thighs and orange, red, and pink hair with a trucker hat running security.
You have to have. You have to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They have legitimate security there,
They have real people.
but they know comics.
I was shot, and I didn't mind it. They were shot in the thigh,
Right.
because I failed to disclose myself immediately, and that was fine. I don't
It's fine.
mind that.
I was choked up.
I went on afterwards.
Yeah.
bleeding a little bit.
They took me in, they choked me out, and then I woke up and they were like, Mr. Kelly.
Right.
And they had
Yeah.
water for me.
Yeah, smelling salt, and you're right on stage.
I was right on stage. Well, I went in the first.
No, they know comics. They know us, but like, you know, if you're an audience member and you get drunk
Yeah.
and you try to get up there, good luck.
Good luck.
Because audience members do fuck around and get crazy.
It's a crazy town.
It's a crazy town.
They're getting shit-faced in that town.
yeah.
That's very New Orleans.
I mean, people are falling in the lake. They think there's a serial killer. There's 8 bodies that have been like discovered in this lake.
It's just a bunch of drunk gay guys.
It's just a bunch of drunk whoever. I don't know.
I heard it was young, good-looking men.
Well, it's not though. Like if you look at people, they're not super young.
That makes me feel good
Because they're not super young.
because one lady was like, "Don't worry, you're fine." To me,
Well, fuck that cunt.
yeah, she was a cunt.
Hopefully someone
Yeah.
throws her in a fucking
Yeah.
lake.
Fuck her. Fuck Judy Gold.
Yeah. Was that who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Fuck
safe.
cunt.
She's safe.
She's safe on a lot of ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Now, if a serial killer was, it would have to be that.
right.
I want a basketball player that has tits. That's my thing that I want to kill.
I like that.
That's the only way she'd be in danger of being killed by a serial killer. I like tits on a basketball player. I like droopy Jew tits on a basketball player.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody that annoys you while you kill them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I walked in and they took me upstairs, and Russell Peters was there, and they showed me. I mean, I was fucking in awe. The 2 TVs, the lights, the clocks, the room that's over here, the bathroom.
There's no reason to ever miss your spot, miss your time. Like,
Can't.
you have everything is designed perfectly for you to know.
You could smoke cigars up there.
You can do whatever.
Do whatever the fuck you want,
Yeah.
which I love. There was all comics up there. It didn't seem like there was any riffraff.
No.
Like, you know, like
they've done a great job of keeping the green room like a sacred area for performers.
sacred area. And Adam was there, which I was so happy to see him because he's
course.
such a great guy. And it finally came through that the
Yeah.
club was open. And then you go underneath everything to get to the stage. What was it? Russell Peters was like, you go up. And I was like, I don't want to. I was a little nervous to go up because it was like, you know, fuck, whatever. And he's like, go up. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know that thing where it's like, fuck it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
And he's like, just go up, please, because the fight was on and he needed 10 more minutes in the fight. I
Yeah.
was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And they put me up and I went through the blue curtain. You go underneath everybody, like in a tunnel, come up the other side, and you're right there. And there's a little room you can kind of sit in, and then they call your name, you go out, and it was beautiful.
It's the best. But I'm opening a comedy club on that same street that'll be better.
What's it going to be called?
The Other Ship.
The Other Ship?
No, but I am opening a comedy club, and I think it'll be better than his.
Yeah, why will it be better?
Well, because we're going to, like, he has Navy SEALs. We're going to have the LAPD just firing wildly.
You know
At
what?
the audience, just guns out, like straight up riots.
Right, that's
We're going to encourage fights and riots.
Oh, good. I love that.
We're just trying to go viral. We want viral crowd work clips. So no material allowed. It's called no material allowed. You come in the club,
Yeah.
and you just point at someone in the audience. You go fuck you until they fight you.
Right. That's good. I think you should have like, you know, transsexuals.
Or it's our security is all transsexuals that are incredibly violent.
Right. Violent transsexual.
It's female. It's male to female UFC fighters.
Male to female.
Male to-
Oh, that's good. So there'll be some weird tattoos on the
yeah.
woman.
So stay tuned for that one.
That's great. And the name is called The Other Ship?
It's called The Other Ship.
Other Ship. Great.
The
How many
Other
seats?
Ship. 16.
6.
We're not trying to make money. We're trying to do art.
It's all online.
Yeah, it's just
all
it's
art.
transgender people beating up comedians that make fun of them. It's paid for by George Soros.
Can I go there?
Yeah, you're our first act. After every joke, you look at all the transgender people and you're like, "Is that okay?" And then they'll go, "Proceed."
Proceed.
You have
All
to
right.
be very careful.
Very careful of it, man.
Yeah.
I'll be there on July 16th and 17th at The Other Ship.
At the Other
Austin,
Ship.
Texas.
Yeah. We do not pay.
I'm actually
Exposure.
I'm actually at the I got a gig there.
Yeah.
At the
When are you going? What time? I think I'm going to go, right? When you're there?
well, I called you. I think you're in town. I would love to hang out with you because you know I love hanging out with you because
No, we have a great time.
we like the same shit. The 12th
Yeah.
and the 13th.
Yes, I'm there. I'm going to be there with you.
May 12th and 13th.
I'm
Great.
going to come.
Yeah, dude, I really was. I was happy that because you know if this thing wasn't what it was, I'm happy that it was. I'm happy that it. You know, it is. It is what people say it was.
He does stuff.
Because people like
Yeah.
look. You can't. The people that are there are gonna say what are they gonna say?
Right.
What are they gonna say?
Of course.
They have to. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's the best. Okay. But then when I went there and it was, I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit.
He called shit early, man. He called UFC, he called podcasting. Like, he knows what's going to be big. He kind of knows. And I think, he's right about Austin. It's got to be a major comedy scene.
He know what's up with Joe.
He just knows things.
Is he a human?
I know. It's a good point. It's a good question. He could be AI.
I mean, dude, he's beyond like
He knows.
he knows a lot.
But, he did it on the Tom Green show. You could see the way his mind was working. He just doesn't have fear. That's the thing about him. He doesn't
know
have
why?
fear.
He was on Fear Factor.
That's right. And he could beat everyone up. I don't know, but part of it is like he doesn't have the fear that other people do. Like he was like sitting on the Tom Green show going, "Oh yeah, TV is going to go away, and this is going to be the new thing because people are at their the raw, funny stuff. You can make it for like not a lot of money. Why wouldn't this be big? Everyone else was so afraid to be like, no. Why would you say that? Why? No. These are the rules. This is what you do. And he doesn't operate like that. So he doesn't have the internal censors that other people have to go, shut up, dude, fall in line.
What did you though? Like, cause you did the same thing, dude.
I did it after everyone had done it and it was successful. I didn't take any big risk.
Yeah, dude, you were dressing like Trump's son and walking around New York
Yeah,
City.
no, I did crazy shit, but like he saw it like before there was anything.
Yeah.
I saw all those guys doing it. I saw Bert and Tom and Theo and him, and I'm like, oh, Tom and Christina. I'm like, oh, they all have these cool things.
Tom and Christina are my favorite.
They're amazing.
I really fucking like both of
They're
them.
great people.
Really cool people.
They're amazing.
And I've tried to become friends with Tom.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. He will not.
Yeah, but that's what
He will
I
not-
think that's the good about him.
But he won't open up and give me his number.
I think the good about him. So the good about him is that it's very, very difficult.
We only DM each other.
And that's nice.
I want more.
I know, but you know what? Sometimes more is a chore.
I like the rhyme.
Yeah.
I like that you rhymed it because that makes it. I can remember it. When later when I'm DMing him
More
and I
is a
want
chore.
more, I'll be like, more is a
There's
chore.
people I DM and I go, we should move this to text, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, what's the difference?
Right.
There's no difference.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, it's all good.
So you're still in LA though.
I'm still in LA.
You have a few houses.
I have a few.
You have one in LA. You have one in Austin. You have
Yeah.
one in Long Island. You
Yes.
have one in Key West. You have one in Russia. And then you have your.
I just bought in the Ukraine because this is the time. I've been telling people all the time. I'm a big let's invest in real estate in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
There are problems. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
There are issues with the Ukrainian market
Right now.
Here's the good news.
Right.
The sellers are willing to make deals.
Yeah. Because they're not there.
They're not there.
Right.
And many of them have passed. So they're willing to make deals,
Many have
and you
gone.
can just kind of,
Come in and grab that. You can grab that 75 bedroom unit
Yes.
with no windows.
I want you to come out to Long Island. I keep asking you, and I think this summer you will do it. I know you're mad about it, and I think you're right. Listen, long term, you're right. I wanted to tell you this. You're right.
Thank you.
We had this fight.
Yeah, we had a fight
You're
about it.
right.
Yeah, because you fucking.
I know. You're right. I'm telling you, you're right, and you're
Okay,
angry.
all right. I'm still mad at you because I enjoy your company.
You're right.
And you could have moved
Yes.
up to Bedford.
You're right.
Martha Stewart, Dennis Leary,
I
Ryan Reynolds.
they're all my best friends. They're all my best
All could have been.
All my
Could have been your fucking best friend.
friends. You're right. It is far as fuck. And if it was closer to the city, that would have been much cooler. So maybe long term down the road, I switch it up because it is far.
Like Louis invited me years ago when
Yeah.
he first got Shelter
All the way out there.
Way out there. Hey, you and Don come out.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Right.
And it kind of, I said no. He's like, well, bring the baby. You can stay on the yacht. You can have the yacht. And I was like, I'm not putting my wife through that many
Yeah.
hours in traffic and back. It's a nightmare.
No, what I should have
And
done.
then guess what happened after that?
What?
He made a movie with Joe List, who did go out that weekend.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. Interesting is right.
Wow.
Yeah, him and Sarah went out that weekend.
Next time, go.
Go. I would have had a movie.
Go.
Yeah.
But I agree with you now. And this is a lesson I've learned that it's just far. And now
Nobody's coming out.
well, people do come.
Lunatics who fucking Aaron Berg, who rented a helicopter because he's a mental
crazy.
patient.
But you're right. But the thing is with those Westchester places, and I don't want to get into this fight again. The only thing they're lacking is the ocean. But I can get over that. There's no ocean in Westchester, right?
Yeah, there is an ocean.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, it's right over near Connecticut.
Oh,
Drive to it.
Is it true? Is
Yeah,
it?
right over there.
But is it like the?
It's the Long Island Sound on the
No.
other side.
Bobby, that's not. I want waves.
You want waves? No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Get a pool.
I want salt water.
Get a wave pool with salt water.
Salt water,
Dude, get a saltwater built-in pool. I'll come make waves.
because here's the deal: you get the brain-eating amoebas in the lakes without the salt water. I like
The
salt
what?
water. The brain-eating amoeba.
What the fuck?
It goes in your nose. It eats your brain. It's called Negliaria.
Easy.
Yeah, I know. You gotta be very careful.
Easy.
It's called Negliaria
Easy.
fowleri.
Come on.
That's the name of it.
It's a brain.
Bobby, pronounce it.
I can't with my accent. I'll get canceled. It's Whoa. Hang on. Let me take a breath. Woof. Hang on. I got this. I got it. Make it bigger.
Dude, this is going to be one of those clips that, like, one of these people on Twitter find and play, and it's just me and him going, meh.
Naegleria fowleri.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh, it's tough.
But it is, will eat your brain.
Great. Listen, I've been swimming in lakes my whole life.
I know. It doesn't eat a lot of people's brain. It's very rare.
It's very rare, and I understand. Look, you're an ocean person. There are ocean people. I have people in my family that go to Cape Cod. I fucking hate Cape Cod. Cape Cod can suck my dick.
Right. But it's nice.
It's nice to those people.
Nantucket.
Yeah, it sucks. I hate it.
Martha's Vineyard.
You know what they say about Nantucket? There was a man. What a dick, and you can suck it. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially when you're always growing and you're changing. I mean, listen, I am not the same guy I was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago. I've been evolving for a long time. When I found out that, you know what? Look at that. You can hear that, right? That's me evolving. I'm evolving as we speak. When I found out that, you know what, talking to someone helps, letting it out, and somebody who knows what they're doing, a therapist helped save my life. I am married. I have a child. I have a home. I finally have the life that I always wanted, and it's because of therapy. Therapy is about deepening your self-awareness, understanding, because sometimes, look, we don't know what we want, and we need somebody to help us. Why do we react the way we do? Until we walk through things with somebody else, you don't know, and you need that help. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take the journey of self-discovery wherever you are. Think about it, right? You can start the therapist. You can do it anywhere. It's entirely online, which is awesome. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suitable to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime you want with no additional charge. If you don't like them, go find somebody you do, because not every therapist is the same, just like not every doctor's the same. Sometimes you got to switch things up, and it's no additional charge. Do me a favor. All right. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/dude today. Get 10% off your first month. All right. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. Dude, Colin Quinn loves, like, what is that island? Fire Island.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's, fuck it.
Yeah, you love.
Never been. I don't
yeah.
get Fire Island. Do you understand that? I don't
Yeah.
understand it. I don't know where it could be.
It's gay people and then people that aren't gay that are there for some reason.
You mean an island?
It's an island, right?
It's
a
like
good
Manhattan?
point. It's like any island.
It's like any.
But you're right. I should have been up where it was like, because you leave, you go West Side Highway, Sawmill Parkway.
Yep.
You're home in 45 minutes an hour.
Yeah, not even. Yeah, at this time of night. Well, I park my car down here, but like when I do the bonfire, I'm at the bonfire. I'll leave my house at 3:30. I will get to the bonfire at half hour to where I park.
That's crazy.
50th and 8th. No traffic. I'll be there in a half hour. And I'm
Now,
there. And then I jump on.
I don't understand geography that much. Are you on the Connecticut? Are you heading towards Connecticut?
So what happens is you're heading up, and it goes like this,
Right.
right? And Connecticut's that way, and then New York goes up and over that way. So
Right.
I'm straight up, and
'Cause there's
Connecticut is
Greenwich and Stanford, that area.
It's that's 20 minutes away from me.
Gotcha.
So I can do that. I can do Stanford. Excuse me,
And
Stanford.
then Giannis and Paul are up further.
They're in, yeah. Now, these guys went too far.
Well, it's pretty up there, though.
They went too far. They went to Ridgefield, almost like their town they go to is Ridgefield, Connecticut.
Gotcha.
Mind you, one of the loveliest towns.
It's very nice.
It's so nice.
And diverse.
Diverse.
Diverse. All kinds of different people.
Yeah, you don't get Naegleria up there.
No, there's
But-
none of that.
But it's too far. It's
Way too far.
It's a little too far for me, and they have to lie to everybody. How far is it? It's only a half hour.
They lie.
They lie to everybody.
They lie constantly about everything.
About it. But Bedford, Pound Ridge, Bedford,
But I got a deal on my house.
Katona?
Those are really expensive houses.
Listen, dude, up there though,
I got a deal out on Long Island. I got a deal. Like it's not that.
what's the deal?
It was a deal.
Tell me the deal.
I'm not gonna tell you how much it was, but it was a deal.
All right, it's
It was 2.5.
2.5 million.
Yeah, that's a deal. In the Hamptons is a deal.
A house in the house that you could get up in Pound Ridge.
Yeah.
For $1 million,
Yeah.
$1.5 million.
Yeah.
Would blow that house away.
You've never even seen my house. I could show you. I
guarantee you, the house I could get for you up in Westchester will blow that house away for half the money. Half the money.
I'm going to show you.
I don't get it on camera though. I want people to see your house.
No. But there's because
your house in LA is awesome.
Yes,
I love your.
And you
LA
know what
house.
we did? We changed it
To what?
to look what we did. We sanded the floors and look at that.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
See?
Wow.
There are
That's
people
great.
listening right now.
Not we.
are
Though.
like these
change
people
that.
are
Can you
disgusting.
change that pronoun for me?
What do you mean?
It's not we. You've done nothing.
I haven't done it, but
You
Bobby,
paid somebody to do it.
Of course,
What was his name?
I believe it was Hector. But listen, this is the way it is, and everybody's happy and everybody loves themselves. But the reality of the situation is,
Let me see this house.
I gotta find the.
There's no way. I mean, the LA house is nice. The Austin house is
green.
awesome.
You like it?
I love the Austin house. I like the guest house in Austin.
Yeah,
It's a great house.
yeah. I mean, you are so welcome to stay there when you want to do. When you do, I don't know if they're putting you up or whatever.
They're putting me
but
up. I think they put me up. If they put me up at that hotel, the Thompson,
That's great.
I'm not. That's a beautiful hotel. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
The diner in there is amazing, by the way, too.
The food in Austin, I really shit on it early on. But here,
too.
this is so. Look at this stuff.
Okay.
This is very like green and stuff because I think you think it's like not green. It's very
I think it's green, but-
Westchestery.
yeah, but it's fake green. Those are that was put in there. But
What are you talking about? Look at this. Look at all the oaks. This is
that's
canopy
nice.
of oaks.
That's nice.
The canopy of oaks.
I say it again, I'm gonna throw up.
It's a canopy of oaks.
I like it now.
It's a full canopy of oaks.
I love it now. Now I love it.
I mean,
wanna
this
get
is
a
nice,
t-shirt.
Bobby. You could
Can you
come
make
to
a
this.
T-shirt of that canopy of oaks? Let me see the house though. That's the backyard. I mean, that's crazy.
It's nice.
But $1.5 million, $1 million.
But you're right. I'm telling you, you're absolutely right. It's
So
too
when
far.
are you selling it?
When the fucking market sucks right now, what do you want me to do? Everything
You
sucks.
Sell it. I want you to
Everyone's
sell
dying.
it and move up where I am.
Everyone's dying.
Yeah.
The recession is here.
Okay. Okay. Can I say something? Because you're smarter than this stuff with me. I can't.
I'm not
look-
that smart.
I can't look at news. I can't watch anything anymore because I'm panicking. Because
Right.
I'm finally enjoying life.
Yeah.
I love my family.
No, you're gonna be fine.
I love everything.
We're going to war with China.
Oh God.
We're going to war with China.
I don't want to fight China. I
It's
like
fine.
Chinese food.
I know you-
I like kung fu.
And you have to vote for Trump
Why?
because Biden and them are going to go to war with China.
But what about DeSantis?
Trump may go to war with China too.
What
I think we're fucked on both. No,
What a-
DeSantis will definitely go to war with China.
Oh,
They're all
shit.
going to war with China.
All right, what are we gonna do? I don't want to go to war with China. I like Chinese people.
I agree with you. I like them too. They're very focused.
Yeah, they're focused. They're nice. The girls are hot. I mean, the
Which
food
one
is great.
Yeah, which ones are the girls? It's a joke, folks. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I don't know.
The ones with the short hair.
We're
Wait a
gonna
minute.
get
I don't know.
nuked.
I don't know.
You're gonna get nuked. It's gonna be fine. Everyone's okay
You just said we're gonna get nuked.
because you're gonna invade Taiwan. And we,
Okay, they're gonna do that, and then why do we have to fucking?
we don't and we shouldn't.
Why do
I
we give
hate
a
to
shit?
say that, but we gotta chill. We gotta chillax.
What do we care about Taiwan? What's
they-
there
they-
beside the chips?
A lot of the chips.
So why can't we make the chips here?
it's hard
Why?
because we're too fat.
So it's all about the chips.
Americans can't do. There's a documentary on Netflix about like that Chinese company hiring like Americans in America, and it's hard because the Americans like to Chinese people they just work all day. They're like working, and then the Americans come in and they're just like taking breaks. They're doing math. They're eating fucking hot dogs. And I love our country and we've got great people, but many of them are disgusting, incompetent pigs.
What happened?
Like I would be if I didn't
What
do this.
happened?
I couldn't work in it. I'm not making chips, Bubby.
You're
we're-
eating chips.
We're the type. We're the types of people they'd hire. Do you know how bad we'd be at this?
Yeah, dude. We'd find a
be
way to
so-
fall asleep somewhere in a closet.
Oh, we'd be so bad.
Yeah, when I worked at home at Grocer's Bargain Outlet, I used to sleep in the insulation and the rugs. You know.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was shit at every job I ever fucking had.
So where do we lose it? What do we do to get it back? How does America become great again besides Trump?
Well, I think that like we need to, just get people like we need a new scam Like the mortgage thing was a good scam, but that's up. And then we had those low interest rates for a while. Maybe green energy could be like a scam. Like we need a new hustle and a new scam.
Okay.
You know the country's doing good things with like guys from Long Island are in suits in fake offices pushing bullshit. That's the only way we'll ever get
Boiler
out of
room?
shit. Yeah.
We got Giannato Ribisi fucking.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I want that again.
We need like people making money, feeling good. We got to stop with the, craziness and,
But here's the thing. I am scared.
everything needs its place. Like the drag queens have their place, but it can't be everywhere. You can't be watching the Masters.
They can't be reading stories to kids.
Well, it's just too much. It's like enough for who cares? Who wants to read to kids? I mean, what are we doing? The drag queens can't be calling the Masters. Like you got to have people just.
Did they do that?
No, but they
Oh,
will.
they
You know
will.
what I mean? I'm just trying to make it.
That
do a
putt was
bit.
crazy. I thought it
I
was
know.
going to go in. Yeah.
Just throwing glitter at
Tiger, I'll fuck you. Get up here.
Right. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It's like everybody's got to do their own thing. We got to stop cutting the kids' dicks off and we got to get back in the office and make some goddamn fucking money.
Money. It's money.
We need a little bit of money.
We need money.
We need a little bit of money. People need to go to work and stop fucking fixating on how much they hate each other.
Here's the thing. Here's another thing that I want you to sum up for me. They say that the China and Russia are fucking with the dollar, and
Yes.
pretty much the dollar is going to be worth shit.
The dollar.
We're going to be like Canadians.
The dollar's going to be. But here's the thing with China. They're so interdependent. We are really interdependent on them, but they're interdependent on us. Like their economy relies a lot on us and our consumption. And we're buying shit. So the reality is, I mean, they are going to fuck with us a little bit. I don't think they like that the dollar is a reserve currency. They clearly don't like that. And a lot of countries are probably, listen, here's the problem. When Russia invades Ukraine and it's a regional conflict, and we decide that we are going to engage in a proxy war with Russia over the Ukraine, which America has very little, if maybe no strategic interest in. And by the way, I feel bad that Ukrainians died and Russia invaded. It is what it is, but it's not our national security interest really in the Ukraine. It's just not. It's not Mexico. It's not on our border, right?
Right.
So we and NATO start arming and funding and doing all this stuff, and there's NATO equipment.
Are we the only ones?
We're the biggest ones.
Right. So UK
So
is
we're
doing shit.
pushing China. So now Russia's isolated, and Russia goes, well, let's call China. And now China and Russia are getting cozy,
Oh, boy.
and we're creating this Eastern fucking power structure
That's going to be
going to
huge.
be a huge fucking
Because
thing.
Russia was done.
What we should have said to the Ukraine is like, this sucks, but like the reality is you're going to need to give them the regions they want because they're going to get them anyway.
Yeah.
They're going to win.
Yeah.
Russia's not going to lose. It looked bad in the beginning, but it always looks bad. Go to every Russian war, they lose the first year.
Right.
Guess what? They don't stop. It's not a country of stopping. They're not going to lose. Ukraine's going to get the same thing they could have gotten 2 years ago without any of the fucking people dead, probably. And we would not have pushed China and Russia together. And there's a lot of people in the comments that'll be like, he doesn't understand what he's talking about. But I do.
So are we going?
reality.
Are we going to war?
I hope not.
And is the dollar going to survive?
Long-term dollar, no.
Should I buy gold?
Dollar is backed by the gun. There's never been an empire at our stage of decline that has the military power that we still do. We have an insane amount of military power. Our naval fleets, our war games in the Pacific, we really can light motherfuckers up. That's
Yeah, but we have
what we
pregnant
do.
helicopter drivers. Pilots.
But we also have a lot of drones. We have a lot of bombs. We have a lot of missiles. We have a lot of money. We've invested so much in that. Our schools suck. The kids are on fentanyl, and they're walking around drugged up and they're on full drag. But the point is,
You make me feel good, and then you make me feel bad.
but I'm saying,
I go up, and I'm like, we
because
got it. We got
but
it.
because we put the money into the missiles and not into the society. So one thing, we still have military supremacy. That's going to help us because you still don't really want to fuck with America. Now, there will be a time when people will, or China certainly will. But I think right now, we need to ease off. We need to give China a little bit of what they want. We need to carve up the globe.
How much shit do we need to give them?
We're not the only show in town anymore. We're not the sole superpower. We can't dominate the entire world. And if we try to, we're going to have to fight a war to do it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
China has Russia. Russia has China.
Yeah.
Who do we got?
The UK, France.
What are they still good?
UK is okay.
Are they good? I mean, they used to be the
No,
motherfucker.
we are the show.
So there's no
Russia
more.
also is not a hugely powerful military. China's the problem.
China's a problem.
China's a fucking problem.
Are they a problem?
And my godson is Chinese.
You have a Chinese godson?
He is Chinese. He's 25% Chinese and a lot of Filipino, but we don't really talk about the Filipino. we just Chinese is more impressive, to be honest. No offense. No offense.
Does he speak Chinese?
Not yet. He's 2.
Okay, he's 2, so he.
But he does baby talk that sounds Chinese. Like he'll be like yang jang yangamang, and you're like, fuck.
I mean, Shane Gillis got canceled for that.
Well, I might be canceled too.
All right, so we're okay because of the military. We are
For the
going to get,
moment.
but we suck as a people.
Well,
The dollar will go away, but it's going to be all right.
It'll be all right for the next few years. I think long term,
Yeah,
you know,
because you have all this real estate. We're doing these podcasts,
I only have it because I don't trust banks.
so that's where you put your money.
I'd rather have real things than banks.
Something to touch. But if we go to war, the dollar collapses.
Yeah.
and the market, you have nothing.
No, who has things? If we go to war with China, no one has anything. It's all life on Earth will be extinguished. If we go to war with China, and it's a real war, not like a fun little, whatever, cyber war or whatever, which would suck too because they could shut down energy grids and whatever. But if we go to war with China, dude, the last thing we should be cash will mean nothing because
What are you gonna do?
If we're dead, we're dead. And what are you gonna do? What are
I'm going to go to my tiny house
They're gonna bomb it.
and hunt squirrels.
And what do you? Okay, enjoy that. I'd rather die. I'd rather get
Why?
killed. I'm kidding. Well, invite me. I'll hunt squirrels.
Dude,
with
you can come up.
We're not going to be able to kill squirrels.
Why not? I have a pellet gun. We'll kill squirrels. We'll
Okay.
eat squirrels every day.
That's not.
That's the thing. People
It sounds
don't-
lovely.
People don't understand. You don't just kill a deer because that's too much meat. You kill some small game.
I'm hoping that we avert this. I think America's policies have been very bad recently. I think this Ukraine thing's a major blunder, and I think pushing China and Russia together
Right.
is a major fuck up.
Right.
I think the people that are running the country right now are fucking morons.
Yeah.
I think they're drunk on military industrial complex money, and this is a bad idea. And we're treating countries like Russia in a way that you shouldn't, because they are now. Russia. We were like, oh, we're going to tank their economy. Now their economy is starting to get fucked up a little bit now, but like Russia just goes, okay, they're selling gas to India. China's doing business with Saudi Arabia. Like they're just, that whole side of the world's going to fucking just. Iran's doing big. Russia's doing business with Iran. Russia's doing business with India. We're not the only show in town anymore. We can't tell these countries don't do business with Russia. These countries go, oh, they're selling us fucking fuel for less money. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
what do we
nuts?
do with fuel?
What?
The fuck are we doing? Why don't we? What? I mean, don't we have our own fuel here? Didn't
Yeah,
shut it?
we have our own fuel here, but Russia's the biggest natural gas, or was one of the biggest natural gas providers to Europe, and then Europe stopped buying all of that because it was like the Ukraine, and we were like boom, 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 and then Russia's like okay, and then started selling stuff to India and to other places because they just got new client states, and again, so all of these new relationships have been created like in our infinite wisdom of going like cut them off, sanctions, starve them out. And Russia goes, okay, and then goes to all these new people. I just think the people running the country right now are pushing us very close to the.
So it's basically the same thing that happened to Luis Gomez with all the comedy clubs in New York,
Yes,
and he went and found other places.
that's exactly what it is.
It is.
They are creating Skankfest. Russia and China are going to show up to a mall in Vegas in a dominatrix outfit with fucking face jewelry.
Carrying a Puerto Rican down Fremont.
Carrying a
Street.
Puerto Rican down Fremont Street, and they're going to have a parade, and they're
Right.
going to watch me, Lewis, and you and Nick Mullen do a podcast in a closed down mall.
A life of a stand-up comedian's crazy. It's crazy. You're nonstop. You're standing up till dawn. Then you're dreaming about comedy. And then you wake up thinking about comedy. But running yourself into the ground will never work. You need to make sure you're getting a good night's sleep when you can. And that goes for everybody, not just comedians. That goes for everybody. Nurses, teachers, cops. That's where GhostBed can help you. GhostBed mattresses, they're designed with premium materials and a patented cooling feature, which I love. Take advantage of free shipping and a 101-night mattress sleep trial and financing. Get this, starting at $35 a month, you can have a new mattress, and most of the orders ship within 24 hours, so you can start sleeping better this week. Listeners get 40% off all products site-wide. You can get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories, or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD for 40% off site-wide, limited time only.
I mean, shit. Let me ask you another question. Are you going to be are you just living wherever now?
I live wherever now because I'm on the road, so it's like depends.
Who are you on the road with? Who do you take? Or is it just
I
based
took
off-
Marcelo, and then he got on SNL,
Oh, that's
and he was great. He came on the last tour. Sam Talent before him.
Sam
My favorite.
Talent. I heard about Sam Talent.
the best.
I've never met him.
He's the best.
I heard he's hilarious.
I took him, and now I just take a few different people. Take this kid Max Mantikoff, who's funny. He's from New York.
And you're killing it, man. You're doing these.
Well,
big
thank you.
deals.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. We've had a lot of fun doing it and having people come out, and we try to we bring a good show. I bring I love stand up, and I do stand up a lot, and
Yeah.
a lot of the ideas that I talk about, I try to bring them on stage and make them funny.
Yeah.
I got booed tonight at Gotham because
Why?
I was doing bits about the Ukraine people didn't like.
Well, tell me.
I was just talking about what I was basically talking about what I'm talking about you
Boo.
in a funny way.
Right.
And people started to boo and I said, if you like it that much, go fight the war while you watching comedy.
True.
You believe in the war that much, go over there and fight. Fly to Poland and fucking go over the border and fight instead of sitting at a comedy club.
And what did
booing.
she say?
It was a bunch of people. I couldn't see them. They were all the way in the back.
I'm assuming that's a she. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that.
Well, I don't know who it was. No, it was dudes and people. They were just mad. I get it. They were angry. I understand people getting angry at stuff. That's okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen.
That's okay. People are allowed to be angry, but the booing and shit like that,
They booed.
they booed
Was it a
audibly.
boo-boo or was it like a
boo, boo, boo.
Really? Wow, that's weird.
Because people are sold a bill of goods and they eat it in this fucking country and they like getting sold crap. And when someone says you've been sold a bunch of crap, Vice was doing documentaries about the Ukraine because they had more neo-Nazis in that country than any other fucking country. And all those Vice documentaries got pulled.
Where are they?
I don't know.
You can't find them.
It's hard to, but you can still find some of them.
So the country, I heard the same thing, that there's a
Yeah.
bunch of neo-Nazis.
Yeah, but we forgot about that. That's forgotten about. We're pretending that didn't happen. We're pinning medals on people that are genuine Nazis. And, Hollywood celebrities are like, this is great. And we think this is
What
phenomenal.
the fuck happened to actors?
Their brains
have they
bled
always
out of
been
their
this-
fucking heads. No, because we told them, listen.
But they used to be patriotic. They used to, like
Yes,
Ronald
you're right.
Reagan.
You're right.
And John Wayne.
You're right.
And even Kurt Russell,
Yes.
who was a left Democrat. They were patriotic. They loved the country. They had some
Yes.
smarts about them. It seems like they're doing what they are told to do, and toe some line, and they don't even know what. There's no common sense
It's
in what the
social,
fuck they're doing.
social media.
Is it really?
It broke people's brains. I think that's what it is. I think actors now they have to just try to be people. And it's like, no, we don't want this.
Like the guy who DeSantis was going up against for governor
Yeah.
wound up being. Didn't he want to be a drug addict and doing some weird shit?
Charlie Crist?
Yeah, the
Oh,
black
yeah,
dude.
probably. Oh, was he a black guy? I thought Charlie Crist was not a black guy.
No, not the last time. I think the first time or
Okay,
something like that.
I don't remember. Perhaps. I don't know if he's an actor, but
But I mean, it's just I'm saying that the people that they vote for, the people that they put up on these
because
pedestals,
they don't
are-
care. They don't care. They don't know what's going. They don't. I've spent a lot of time with them. Not a lot of time with them in LA, but I've spent enough time to go like I'm not in the cool kids club, but I know some of them. Some of them are nice people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what's going on. They don't understand.
Yeah.
If you were hot and rich and forever, would you understand? I would just go, what do I have to say so I can go into the pool now? And they go, the Ukraine is the greatest country in the world, and we need to do everything to secure their freedom. Yeah. You know what? We'll type it for you. Here it is. Press that.
Can you type it in my phone?
Yeah. And then they go into the pool, and then they come out, and they go, and now here's the 15 steroid shots you need, and go see your stylist, and go see your publicist, and put out a statement that you didn't mean to grab that waitress, and then here's a script, and then say all those lines, and then the realtor will take you, and you can buy that house in Aspen.
But here's the thing too: they get so mad.
They get angry.
They get really angry of something they don't even really know
They don't know
what
anything.
the fuck they're talking about.
You know what they're talking about? They're all talking about right now that trans kids need fucking health care. Do you know what that means? It means 7-year-olds are cutting their dicks off and taking their tests and getting puberty blocking hormones. I'm a fully out gay guy and have been for 12 years, 13 years. It is fucking insane.
That's still under.
I know it's still under investigation.
It's under investigation.
but it's insane to me.
Yeah, we think that you use that to become famous.
Well, it worked.
It worked.
And I think many of you should. But the reality is now it's trans. You can't even use gay. But the reality is these are celebrities
Can I
now
just say
going.
something?
Yeah,
It does suck that if you wanted to use that, you can't. Now you have to actually become a woman.
you have to be a woman.
You could just be
I'd have to be
you
a woman,
and
yeah.
say I'm gay.
Yeah, but it's crazy because you talk to these celebrities and you're like, trans kids need health. I'm like, have you ever spoken to a 7-year-old? They
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
have one.
They don't know what they are.
Yeah.
What are we doing? We're letting them make medical decisions. This is the craziest shit I have ever heard of. And everyone in Hollywood just goes, "What? It's trans healthcare. It's trans healthcare for kids." And you're like, "Oh my god!" Like, so you're dealing with people whose brains have melted. Their brains have melted.
Yeah, it's something happened. Something happened.
Yeah,
We
it's
become a-
crazy.
I guess it is social media. I don't fucking know, Tim. I can't even go on social media anymore because I'm such a flip flopper. I'm one of those people. I'll read something,
Yeah.
and I've passed it on as factual information.
We've all done that by
and then
mistake.
somebody will go, "Dude, read this," and then I'm on the other side.
We've all done it by mistake.
You know what I do know?
Yeah.
You know what I do know?
Yeah.
I know that Carvel's low-fat chocolate swirl ice cream is one of my favorites,
Carvel is one of the greatest places I've been in my life.
and it's underrated.
There was one time in my life I walked into Carvel, and I walked out with I had a sundae. It was buy one get one day,
Oh, God.
and I walked out and I had I had a shake and a cone,
Oh.
and I walked out, and my grandmother was in the car waiting for me, and I had the shake, and I was taking the cone, I was putting it in the shake, and I got in the car, and my grandmother went, "You have a problem."
That's some fatso shit right there.
Fat
dude.
moment. It was a fat moment. It was not good.
I mean, that's nuts.
It was not good. It's
That's
like it's a
nuts.
similar fat moment to when you're eating alone and you bump into somebody you know and you go, "Fucking, my friend canceled. This sucks."
That's why I got 2 pizzas.
I have 3 appetizers here because I had a bunch of friends coming, but they don't want to be here.
What's the most you've ever eaten?
It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, so
I know off the
I
top.
could describe the meal.
Yeah.
I could describe it.
Go ahead, describe it.
I guess it might have been at like a Smith & Walensky steakhouse where it was me and another person, and we had like a shellfish tower for 4, ribeyes, baked potatoes, macaroni and cheese, hash browns, chocolate peanut butter pie, like peach melba, like everything on the menu, and just left feeling just grotesque.
I ate 1.5 pizzas by myself one night.
Wow.
1.5 by myself.
Wow.
And I had.
I've done one. I've never done the half. The half is a special thing.
And I've eaten. The half is crazy.
It's great.
1.5. And I had ice cream too that night.
I know. It's bad. Eating is very, very bad, and it's hard.
What's the most ice cream you've ever eaten?
Ooh, good question.
I can eat a lot of ice cream.
Well, I can eat a lot of ice cream too. I think because you don't know. Once I had like half of one of the big boys.
I've eaten
The
the whole,
80s.
I've eaten the whole big boy.
Yeah, because the big boy is a problem.
Big spoon,
Yeah,
extra spoon.
yeah.
Sat there.
Ice cream just
doesn't exist.
doesn't exist.
It's just it's all of a sudden it's just
it goes away.
you don't feel it.
I wish you could get a shot. And I think you can now. I think it's called Ozempic. But I wish you could get a shot where you go, I don't care. Like I have friends that look at food that I just don't care about it.
Yeah.
I had a slider today at a place called La Conda Verde, lamb slider,
Ooh.
tomato sauce, a little leaf of mint, and a ricotta cheese, ricotta, whatever it is. And I just ate it, and I was in Tribeca, and I ate it, and I went, I mean, there's people that eat it and go, and there was one of my friends at the table who went, I was like, this is so good. He goes, yeah, it's good. I'm like, I want to be, yeah, it's good guy. He goes, yeah, it's good. I'm like, no, not yeah, it's good. It's, should we order 2 or 3 more plates of these? Should we ask them if they have more that we can take home? But it's a
Well, that's why I got my stomach, most of it taken out,
yes.
because I was like you.
Well, I'm right now. I have a plan to drastically reduce calorie intake. But here's why I'm going to do it. Well, it can be done. Can be done.
Okay, yeah. For a minute.
But here's how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Ukraine. Look, listen, you can do it. I don't want to do the gastric only because I want to try it on my own first.
I did it. I did the
You
same
told
thing.
me not to do it.
I did it. I did the same thing. I told you not to do the sleeve.
You said don't do it. You said just try it on your own first. You literally told me that.
Because I did this too. I tried to do it on my own first.
Yeah.
I believe you should always try to do it on your own, see if you got it in you. And if you don't,
Right.
and you wind up losing weight and gaining it back like I did, because I
Right.
gained 10 more pounds back.
Right.
That's what I was doing.
Right. Yo-yo.
I was going, I was yo-yoing.
Yo-yo.
And it always went up.
Yo-yo. Ho-ho.
Yo-ho. Oh, I love ho-hos.
Ho-hos.
What do you like? Do you like a ho-ho or a ring ding?
I like a ho-ho on a yo-yo.
I love a ho-ho, man. I love a ho-ho, yo-yo.
People listening to this crashing their car.
Fuck.
Going, what is happening?
Hey,
Why?
we're going to be nuked anyway. It's all going to be over.
We're getting nuked.
Yeah, it's done.
Go back on his Patreon. We're getting nuked.
I
What do you
know.
need the money for?
Yeah, please go on my Patreon. But I say if you can't do it, it's the best thing I ever did. And I know 5 people who have gotten it since I got
No,
it.
I think Adele got it. I think they all got it. I think it's
Of course
all a
they
big lie. I think they all got it.
100% she got it.
She got it.
100%.
She got
It
it.
has to be this.
Of course.
Now, what I don't like is they're actually having young kids do it, which is stupid.
What if a young kid's like, listen, they go to the doctor and they're like, listen, I want my dick out and I need a sleeve. What do you want for your birthday? I told you what I want for my birthday.
I want a smaller
want
stomach, and I want my dick and balls gone.
I want a pussy and a sleeve.
I want a pussy wallet, and I want a sleeve.
Cut my stomach out and give me a puss.
Cut my stomach out and make a pussy lips with my stomach.
If you have all that stomach, you can make me a fat pussy.
I want a big hamburger pussy.
Grandpa, can I have a fat pussy with my leftover stomach?
Listen, we got questions for you. I got to wrap it up here with you, dude. I love you so much for coming in. Of course, go to Tm DIllon, comedy.com.
Thank you.
One of my favorite people on earth. One
Yes,
of my
thank you.
favorite
Likewise.
comedians. He is just an original. Nobody like him. Instagram.com, Tm DIllon.
Tim J. Dillon.
Tim J. Dillon and Tim J. Dillon on Twitter. He is social media awesome too, especially on Twitter. So check this out. We have questions for you.
Okay.
I don't have my glasses, so I'm gonna have what's his name read them. And some of them are good, and some of them aren't.
Okay.
So the first one is from Jay, and he says to show you this video and just ask for the
right there.
just to comment on it.
Okay, here we go. Can make it big. Make it the biggest. I mean,
I know this kid.
Sebastian. Okay. Can't hear it. Turn it up.
Yeah, he's like I saw him on auditions. He
Yo,
like
what's
auditioned
up?
for
It's
stuff.
your boy Vinny D coming at you from the Forgotten Borough, where we at Staten Island, and this is my submission tape for Queer Eye. Oh shoot, I can't say that word no more. Angelo Ciozio said I can't. So this is my submission for Homosexual Eye. I got a lot of questions for the Fab Five, and I need their answers. Can I keep my Boondock Saints poster? It's in a frame.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yo,
be
what
okay.
about
I don't
my
feel
That's
like
What
my
She Said?
career is threatened. I think I'll be okay. I mean, is that the question?
You know whose career is threatened?
Yeah.
My producer for making me watch that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because
If
he
you-
looks like me or
If
something.
you think your autism is going to save you from that,
Yeah.
you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you don't condition your hair. What else you got?
We also have Mr. Dillon. Say you have to do a 5-year bid and must choose one of these 3 individuals to be your cellmate for the duration. Louis J. Gomez, Bobby Kelly, or Alex Jones.
Well, Alex would get exhausting, even though I really like Alex. Lewis would just be talking about how he could increase subscriber revenue. Prison. It's got to be Bobby.
Oh, fuck.
By process of elimination.
And I'd be the greatest blowjob ever.
100%.
Yeah, my lips are amazing. I mean, Lewis has good lips, but not as good as
We'd
mine.
use the rest of Bobby's stomach and we'd fuck it.
We can make actually
100%.
We can make prison soup in it.
Yeah. Haggis.
We can make haggis out of my fucking
love that.
my dirty fat old stomach. All right, go ahead.
So the next one is what openers are you, Nick?
From
Shane?
who?
From Kirk G.
You fucking ass.
From Kirk G. Tim, what opener or openers are you, Nick, Shane, Big J bringing to
I don't know.
Carlton next month?
Yeah,
I don't
what,
know.
What is this show? You
It's a little, it's a great lineup and a lot of fun.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Big J, you, Mullen,
Shane.
and Shane.
I don't know what openers.
Who's headlining that? Shane.
I think Shane headlines one of them, and I headline the other one. I think I headline the one in maybe Charleston, and he headlines the one.
How many
in
seats?
Pennsylvania. I think we did 6,000 in Pennsylvania. I think we're doing like maybe 4,000 in Charleston.
Wow, what a great
Yes,
show.
it's fun.
That's
It's a
a
lot of
great
fun.
show.
It's a great
I'm glad
benefit.
comics are finally fucking having fun.
Yes.
Doing shit together. You know, me and Big J just went to Nashville, did some
Yeah, it's
silly,
awesome,
fun
dude.
shit.
Well, it's gonna be fun to hang out with friends and shit.
Yeah, instead of being look, I like doing shows, but I would,
I'd love to host. By the way, I want to host those shows. Like
Sure.
I love my favorite position is like let me go up first. I'm out of the way, and then I could just hang out. That's what I truly want to do.
But here's the best part about it is I love doing shows, but being alone, I'm over it.
yeah,
Take half the money.
it's
Who
hard.
gives a shit?
Yeah, being alone sucks.
But here's the problem with it. Your agents are like, fucking, you make this and he makes that and he sells that. It's like, oh, shit. Me and
We all,
Ari.
me and Shane have the same agent. Jay has the same agent.
Oh, you with Justin?
Fat Justin. So I mean, it's CAA, so it's all the same shit. They're all happy.
Yeah, I like Fat Justin. He's a good
He's
guy.
good.
We tried to do a thing together, though, and they fucking were like, well, Ari makes more money than Bobby and Jay is starting to do better. It's like, dude, can we? I don't care.
Right.
Give
Yeah.
Ari, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Stop making us not
Well, they're
like each
demons
other.
from hell. They're agents. They saw. I mean, they're
Really
they're
is.
demons from hell.
It's just like, whatever. Let's just have fun, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're about.
That's-
That's what CAA is about. Having fun.
You know what?
That's their main concern. It's having fun.
Next question.
So from Ben Dover, what are your predictions for the 2024 presidential election, and why are we going to see a Trump victory?
Trump Biden. Trump wins. I mean if they send a man out with dementia, as they are planning to.
Why are they doing that?
It's so bad right now. I'm telling you right now, it's so bad up there. The country is on such
why are they
shaky
not
ground.
sending Apollonia out there?
They don't have a lot of great people. It's a fucking nightmare.
I'd rather vote. I'd rather them put Apollonia out there than
Who
this
the hell's Apollonia?
the fucking vice president.
Oh, Kamala.
Yeah.
Apollonia.
Yeah, come on.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard in my life. That's so funny.
She's hot. She was.
Why aren't they sending out fucking Shamika? Who's that?
I didn't mean it like that. I
It's
meant.
like, oh, it's the vice president. Yeah.
I meant that as
She's
a
horrible
compliment.
too. Scrap them both.
All right. What's it? Well, Trump wins.
If it's Trump versus Biden, I don't see how Biden wins.
Trump versus DeSantis.
Oh, Trump versus DeSantis or Biden versus DeSantis?
No, Trump versus DeSantis.
Trump
to get the
wins
nomination.
100%.
Just 100, huh?
Well, DeSantis has no personality.
I love him.
It's not fun. Who do you want to watch? Donald Trump or DeSantis?
I'd rather watch DeSantis.
Well, you're
I'm
in the
done with-
minority.
I'm done with Trump.
That's fine. There's people that are done with it. I'm
I
telling you
can't.
my prediction. I think Trump's a con artist. I don't think he's gonna do anything he said he was gonna do. But I'll tell you this right now: DeSantis doesn't have it like Trump has it. Trump is just a political machine, in a way that DeSantis is not. DeSantis comes off kind of like a cop, like a bully.
I
He's
like him.
boring.
I like what he did with Florida.
Listen,
I like
I'm
everything.
not saying anything about him personally.
You actually pretty much said DeSantis is a pussy. Fucking.
No, he's
a
not.
Pussy,
He's
a
not.
wop.
Good.
You called him a wop.
He's losing everything now. All the donors are backing out.
No way.
They've realized he cannot beat Trump. Fuck. He's not going to beat Trump.
I don't want Trump again. Can't we just go back to the way it was?
Yeah, I agree with you. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't think DeSantis would be great either. I think the thing about Trump that's actually interesting, he might be better at not getting us into wars.
Okay, but fine. But I don't want to hate my friends. I don't want my friends to hate me. and think
DeSantis
that-
will be worse. He's
Not with-
more conservative.
Yeah,
He'll
but not-
ban abortion. He'll ban gay marriage. Like, it'll be a culture war fight. Trump doesn't really care about that stuff.
You think if DeSantis would ban gay marriage?
He'll try. I mean, he's a very right-wing guy in that sense, whereas I think Trump will probably pay a lot of lip service to that, but I think what he'll do is focus, hopefully is what he says, is on more like immigration wars, things like that, keeping us out of crazy wars.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need to stay out of wars.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want.
That's what we need.
I don't want my. I don't want a war. I just. I want to.
And I don't think we should be.
I'm enjoying life right now.
Yeah, I don't think we should be.
I want to go. I want to go
Yeah.
to. I want to go to restaurants with you and have. I don't have to worry about a bomb coming down.
Well, I think Trump did a pretty good job with North Korea. I got to be honest. He did a pretty good job. Those 4 years, really not. We weren't in a ton of wars.
Yeah, you're right. And he told Russia to go fuck themselves.
He kind of just, so that's his thing. And again, I think the best candidate is one we don't have. It's a centrist Republican or a centrist Democrat.
Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah, like a Tulsi. And when I say centrist, I don't mean like in the center of all the issues, like most people say centrist.
Dave Smith.
No.
You sure?
Nuts?
Why? You want to go in?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he'd be a good president.
All right, what's next?
Yeah.
From Scruffy Bones, Tim,
Scruffy?
who do you believe was or gave you your leg up or big break in comedy?
I think Bobby helped. I think Luis Gomez helped. I don't think Burt Kreischer helped, although he did claim that on my show.
Did he
No,
really?
I'm kidding. I love Burt because Burt put me on the first podcast in L.A. Joe Rogan obviously was the biggest help ever to me in any capacity,
I mean, to everybody.
to everyone that I know.
I mean, even me.
I mean, there's no everyone was good to me. Bobby's was great to me. Lewis was great to me. Dan Soder was great to me. Took me on the road. Like, all of those people were great. Joe List and Mark Norman were great to me. Like, there's not one person in the New York City comedy scene that was a dick to me.
We all loved you.
Everybody loved me.
Yeah, we all loved you.
And I love everybody. Like, I just feel like we always got along. Or maybe people hated me, but I didn't know. But no, I think that everyone, all of these guys are the people I really like and respect. And Joe's been really good. But we're not friends. Like, I love the LA guys too, but I don't see it like it's not friends in the same way that the New York guys are friends.
Right.
That's
You
just
started
what it
it.
is.
You came up with this, but Joe is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Who else? What's the next question?
The next one is from Mike Hunt. Oh no, this is
Hey, wait a second.
Joffrey.
Wait
Blake.
a second.
It
What's his
seems
name?
like there's something going
Mike Hunt?
on.
Mike Hunt. Do you know Mike Hunt?
I know.
You ever smelled Mike Hunt? Hey,
I don't.
I made Mike Hunt with my belly. Go ahead.
He said, "What's the worst comedy club experience you
That's a
had?"
good question.
Governors in Long Island years ago. I mean, they're tough out there. It can be tough, and I love the people that run Governors. And I like Governors. I'm just saying that one.
You have to say that.
I had a particular. I don't anymore.
Oh, you'll be killed.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. They will kill me.
He will kill you.
I will say that one. It was just a particularly rough night for me with a rough crowd, and it was just not great.
Long Island people,
When they turn, it's
when
not
they
good.
turn,
it's not pretty.
it's not a pretty
It may
thing.
be like the worst in the country.
100%.
Yeah, it's not
If
good.
they turn on you, you're fucking
It's
done.
bad.
You should just call it quits.
You should almost just put the mic in a stand.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Boston has a. I've seen Boston fans turn on people, and you can't get them back.
Right. It's
You
tough.
can't.
Boston's tough too, but I've thank God kind of been okay in Boston.
Yeah.
But I had a tough one. I had a tough one at Bentley's Bistro.
Where the fuck is that?
And I was somewhere in fucking Bentley's. Look up Bentley's Bistro if you kind of find out where it
I'm
is.
from Boston. I don't even know what the fuck.
I don't know where it is. It was a place that I did this gig, and I headlined. It was like a bar, and it was a little rough, but it was a toughie.
In Boston.
It was in Massachusetts, maybe.
What town?
No, it's not New Jersey. Google Massachusetts.
It's in Massachusetts. I think my worst. Shit. I think my worst was probably in. Jesus Christ! I don't know if I've ever bombed.
Where? So Long Meadow, Massachusetts.
I don't even know where the fuck that is, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was
I don't
a
know.
tough one.
Yeah, but Long Island can be tough. I've had shows out there where it's like, oh shit,
It can be hard.
you're just pulling the stick up the whole time. What's the next question?
It'd be very difficult.
The next is from Joffrey Blake. What's your thoughts on the Kennedy presidential run?
He won't win. He won't get far. I think he's saying very interesting things.
Is that the guy who speaks weird?
Yeah, he has a disease. I think he's saying very interesting things.
Why?
think
I don't please. What,
when you have Justin Trudeau now going, we never forced anyone to get vaccinated. You're like, oh, you motherfuckers know you fucked up big time. And
I'm kind of fucked up about it. Can I be honest with you?
I'm fucked up about
I
it.
got
too.
I got 2 shots,
Me too.
and I don't think I got the boot. Maybe I got.
I
don't
never
even-
got a booster.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I know people that are just dropping dead.
Yeah. Who's dropping dead?
I had a
Really?
friend of mine just die of a heart attack today.
How old?
50 something.
That's not great.
And it's like I don't understand what I get nervous.
No, this
I did
is
all
a
this shit with my
bad-
stomach. I worked out. I
This
lost
is
the
a
weight.
Bad. Listen, it's not good.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning that I think that more and more is going to come out about how this was really not good.
So,
I don't
is
know
there
what
a
else to
chance
say.
that people are dropping dead from this?
100%.
This vaccine is just
100%.
making men have heart attacks.
It may be. I know that it's certainly hurt a lot of young men with myocarditis. That's a fact. As far as other things, yeah, it's absolutely true.
Because a lot of guys are just grabbing their chest and saying goodbye.
Well, that's always happening in America, though.
Yeah, I know, but it seems like it's happening now more.
Yes, it very well could be, and it's very well could be a part of, like,
Great.
Yeah.
If I went through all this work and I fucking grabbed my chest because these cocksuckers, avenge me.
I know.
Avenge me.
I hope that it's not.
Will you do a GoFundMe for me?
Of course.
All right, good. But talk to Rogan, have him do a little bit too.
Yeah, he'll do it.
And Bill.
I'm Bill.
Get
Well,
'em all. Get 'em all.
here's the deal.
How many years do you think if you died would we do a benefit?
Oh, I don't know. 2?
So it's not a 10 like Patrice?
No, it's 2.
I'd probably get 2.
Yeah, I don't think. But who are you going to give the money to?
My wife and son.
Oh, yeah. For me, you don't need a benefit. I don't have a wife and kids. So
What are you gonna do? All right, so if you die, give me one of your houses.
Austin.
Come on.
You get Austin.
Let me get the LA. Come on, dude. Don't give me the Austin.
You're getting Austin.
Come on.
We're not going to die from this. I think we'll be okay.
All right. Next
Who knows?
question.
We might not.
All right. Toad the.
We're going to get nuked before we die from this.
What the fuck, Tim? Yeah,
But a lot of doctors took it. So, maybe, if they're fucking,
That's true.
a lot of those guys took it, but it also could be like,
Oh,
it could be
God.
fucking wrong. Dude.
Buddy, you go back and forth a lot.
I'm telling them that I just think that there's people. I think maybe if you were going to get fucked up, you would have got fucked up right away. I don't know. What am I now?
I don't know. But I go for you for facts.
It's not a
You're
bad
my
idea.
you're my Tucker
It's
Carlson.
not a bad idea.
You're Tucker Carlson now.
Okay.
If they offered you that gig, would you take it?
Probably.
You would,
I probably would.
dude.
How much money?
You're getting $60 million a year
Yeah, I mean,
over the contract,
I'm going to say no.
dude. You know how great you would be in that.
It might be great. It might be fun.
I'm gonna put that out there right now. Fox News. You want a new host? You want somebody who's fucking talented, and we'll get
Yeah.
it right here.
Just like the first episode, it's like, we're investigating 9/11 and a diner that fucked me over. It's like, is the vaccine killing people? And has Fridays seen better days?
All right. What's the next question? Speed
It's
this up.
Toad the trucker. What's the gayest thing you've ever done?
This podcast.
The gayest thing I've ever done was watch a video of Luis Gomez blow fake Bobby's dick.
Yeah, people thought it was real.
Everyone thought it was real.
Because
Rogan thought it was real, I think.
He did.
I think a lot of people thought it was
Is that why you never had me on?
It's maybe one of the reasons.
Really? I mean, no, it
It
wasn't.
didn't help. He holds stand-up in high esteem. You can't just start people sucking each other off on stage. He's a progressive guy to a certain extent, but enough's enough.
Who showed him that?
I don't know. I just remember seeing it being like, it looked so real.
Because this is the problem. We got a real colored penis.
I mean,
But it was his color. I mean, it was like my color. It was like a white dude, so it looked like
Yeah,
a real
it looked so
penis.
real.
The next time we did it, we
Yeah.
did do it again.
Yeah.
We got a blue dick.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so you know.
It's Avatar.
Yeah, it's Avatar dick. All right, next question. This is the last one.
Yeah, this is the last one. Steve said, "What's the biggest comedy lesson you've learned from Robert?"
Care about people and be a good person. Truly, like I think Bobby cares about people. He genuinely cares about people, and he texts them and calls them and make sure they're doing okay. And that's not a comedy lesson; that's a human lesson.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the people in Los Angeles, where I'm from, and not to sound. It might sound a little harsh, but it's not meant to be. A lot of them are demons from hell. And Bobby's not, so it's a nice change of pace.
But they have Ferraris. I might make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you believe
The devil wants to give them their souls back. He goes, Jesus Christ.
Do you think people make deals with the devil? in Hollywood?
Probably not. You know, we blame a lot of stuff on the devil that's humans. We blame a lot of stuff on the devil that's human beings making deals with other human beings. I believe there's evil. I don't know if it takes the form of a devil or not. It could.
Do they drink children's blood to stay young?
I think they get blood replacement stuff to stay. The QAnon people are always like one step away from what it actually is. People are getting like blood replacement stuff done. Like,
But they do take a children's.
I mean, I don't know. Look at me. Do I look young? Do I look like I'm getting the blood chalice? Somebody's spilling the blood chalice before I get it.
You look like you're just having milk.
Yeah, I'm like getting the blood. I'm like, they're like, that's raspberry cranberry juice. That's not blood.
All right, listen, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
I love you, man.
I love you
Thanks
too. Thank you for
coming
having
on.
me, of course.
Make sure you go to comicrebels.com for all the YKWD merch. Go to robertkellylive.com for all my tour dates. I'm gonna be at where the he's scrolling, so I can't read it because he's fucking scrolling. I mean, you're the worst. You're like my wife. I'm going to be at Uncle Vinny's this weekend. One of the shows is sold out. The other one has a few tickets left. And then I'm at New York Comedy Club. The new New York Comedy Club room that I heard is amazing in Stamford, Connecticut. And then, of course, I'm at the Comedy Mothership on the I'm going to be hanging out with Tim. We're going to go for some food there,
Fuck
the 12th
yeah.
and the 13th. I'm probably going to go a day early. I'm going to be all over the Majestic Theater in Boston and coming up on the 20th. And I just added a bunch of new dates out there in theaters in New Hampshire. I'll be away this summer up at the Tiny House, July and August, but I will be coming back, of course, to do Bonfire with my boy Big J. Okerson every day on SiriusXM, Faction Talk. And check that out. Make sure you check us over there. And Crackle Crackle Bitch. And also the new podcast with Paul Verzi called The Bone to Pick, where we fucking bitch about a lot of things. So go to that, check that out. And Tm DIllon everything on the internet.
Thank you so much. Other Ship Comedy Club next to Joe Rogan's taking him down. The Other Ship. It's the hottest comedy club.
Get tickets now because there's only 15 a night.
There's 16 tickets, and there's gonna be blood on the floor.
I want to thank my boys. Go ahead, give you plugs real fast.
Can you frame me
Max
from
Marcus
this up?
Comedy.
Yeah, we'll frame. How do you want?
Frame me appropriate.
Can we-
Just frame me like up here. Like don't. Please make it.
Can we frame nice, guys?
Let's
Yes.
frame nice, please.
We're gonna frame nice. So even if he's different than me,
No, we can frame. No. Don't make me different than
I
him.
kind of like the way I look. This is a new jacket.
But frame up. It's still nice. Let's do shoulders and up. Like
Tits and up. How
people,
about
you know, tits and up.
tits and up. That's the name of the podcast. Tits and up.
Tits and up.
Danny, what do you got? Fast.
At Danny Braff on Instagram.
Joe, what do you got? Faster.
You can follow The Cheese Show on YouTube.
Not fast. I mean, you don't even listen. What else?
That's it.
Nice. Maxie, what do you got, buddy?
Max Marcus Comedy.
Of course, make sure you subscribe, and we get at Mike V. Suarez, one of the other producers, the four autistic people that make the show every week. You guys are the best fans in the world. Subscribe, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. If you like the podcast and you want to support the page, there you go. If not, just hit the subscribe button on YouTube. That's how you can show some love that way. Like, comment. And that's it. We'll see you next week on You Know What, Dude?
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs. Shitty jobs. Shitty